Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon. We are just about to start our series, The Importance of Having a Tribe. If it's your first time here, my name is Maggie, and I'm passionate about, empowering families, supporting families that are raising children with special needs. If you're sitting there with an autism or a developmental disability diagnosis, a rare disease, and are feeling some type of way, I want you to know that I created this community with you in mind. Before we get started, I want you to tag that mom who does not have a tribe and is feeling some type of way. Tag them and let them know there's a community here. Let's go back to our topic. Today we're talking about shared understanding when you have a tribe. And I'm going to give you a backstory to explain this point. And a tribe is simply a community of people that understands what you're up against. You don't have to explain why things are the way they are. You don't have to explain why you do things the way you do. And like I said, I'm going to give you a backstory so you can understand and stay with me till the end. When our child was small, one of the issues that we were having is feeding. Oh my goodness. They were just too picky. Like, my goodness, 2 types of foods, if I can remember. And it got to a point where it was stressing me. I love to cook. I love to cook my African food, and my child was not having any. I tried all types of foods, and I'm telling you 2 types of foods, and one of them was a junk food. So I started calling my family members, my village people, aunties, my mom. And I was like, you know what, I'm having this issue here. And they told me what to do. I'm telling you, we tried every village trick and nothing worked. We went to the doctors. We were sent to see the nutritionist. The same thing. We were given advice, but there's nothing you can do. You can't force a child to eat. Then I called this person. This person we were close, and I would call and vent. But this one morning I called and I was sharing about, the struggle with feeding, and here's what they suggested. Just maybe the kind of food you're cooking, is not what your child wants, or maybe the way you're cooking it. They pretty much said that the food is a problem. And I was not having it. I was beyond disappointed, because I was not even, with this person, I was not even looking for advice. I just needed someone to listen, to be present, and let me vent. Then I took my venting to a group of parents that had joined, and I told them this and this is happening. And the feedback was different. And some of them were like, you know what? I'm sorry to hear this. I've been there with my child. Another person would say, relax. When the time is right, the child will start eating, but don't stress yourself. I guess what I'm trying to say is that this family member, whatever they told me, and it did not come from a bad place. I want you to understand that. It did not come from a bad place. They were trying to help me. They were trying to solve the problem. But they did not understand where I was coming from. They could not relate. And then when I shared with this group, you could tell, even their language, they had a lot of empathy. And that is what you call shared understanding. And shared understanding is when you go to a place, when you find that safe space where you can say that I've not been sleeping for 3 nights. And they don't rush to ask you, don't you have a bed? And they're like, no, yes, we've been there. We know what it is to raise a child who doesn't sleep at night. So shared understanding is very important, especially in this journey. Because like I said, our children have different needs. And so if you're out there and you're still wondering whether you need a tribe, I want you to know that you're missing out, because this community, when everything is going crazy, when it looks like people, can't understand, this is a space that you go and you do not have to explain. This is your safe space where people can listen, where you don't have to say anything. You just have to show up and feel heard and seen. I'll see you in the next one.